Well, hello, darling.
Hello.
It is so good to see you. We expected a few more people, but that's okay. Stuff happens. I totally get it. We'll go through our module. We're going to move real fast since it's supposed to be a short meeting. But before we get started, I thought we could oil up. And I was thinking, we talked off camera, of course, we were going to both oil up with forgiveness. I don't know, like y'all, whatevs, right? I have some stuff to forgive, and I think, you know, we'll
We
just
all
leave it
do.
at that. We'll just leave it at that. So we're gonna just give a nice little drop of forgiveness. If mine will come out. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna do a little lotus breath. I'm gonna show everyone how to do it. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Breathe those molecules through your limbic system. Want to get those molecules right into your limbic system, and we'll explain in a little bit why that happens, how that happens. We start every meeting off this way. It is the best way to just set and frame your conversations and have some fun. Oh, good. Sherry Geyser's coming in. I'm so excited. Yay. Sherry!
Hi, Sherry.
She's still connecting with the audio, so we'll give her a second.
I think it was a different character.
Good stuff. Sherry Geyser.
Yes.
Hello, darling. It is so good to see you. We just oiled up with forgiveness.
Hi. Oh, hey.
What are you gonna oil up with, girlfriend?
I think I need, they're all right here in front of me. I think I'm going to do gratitude.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh my gosh. Kristen, we both
So
have
I
both
don't
of
know
those.
how to go about, you guys can see me, but I can't see you.
Oh, you can't see us, darn, because I'm holding up bottles. So then this is going to be meaningless to you. Okay. So let's see. If
Sure.
you, let's see, you're showing your video. How do you see us? Well, I'm recording this, so I will send the recording out to everyone. They can watch it after we're done. So we're just gonna haul butt. We had some people cancel at the last second. That's okay, it happens. But we always oil up, of course, before we do everything. And then you and I, we can, when you come over to get your order this month, we'll play with our Zoom and we'll get everything set up, because I know there are settings so that you can see us and we can see you.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll just jump right in. Today, we are talking about getting gutsy with essential oils. I thought that was a super cute little, title of this. I started doing some research on this primarily because of some of my own issues with digestion. I had an ulcer recently that I used essential oils to help. And they in fact worked so well that I did not have to go on a prescription. So that was awesome. But really this came about because of my own issues. And I think this is something that's really common with lots of people. So I decided to do a little module about it because I think this is something that interests lots and lots of people. Mm-hmm. Gut health has been widely studied. It's in recent years, it's been one of the most widely talked about things. We hear all kinds of stuff from all facets of society about how gut health is so important, but few of us really understand what that means. The medical community is starting to see poor gut health as one of the biggest problems that modern man faces. And there's an irrefutable link between poor gut health and many physical problems. From obesity to mental illness, pain, inflammation, you name it. Oh my gosh, you guys, there are so many correlations between different diseases and lack of proper gut health. So this is a really important topic, and I think a really good one for us to cover. Some of the things that compromise our good gut biome, it's called microbiome. And some of the things that compromise that: stress, poor diet, gluten, wheat, dairy, corn, legumes, believe it or not, soy, refined sugar, carbohydrates, highly processed vegetable oils, canola, peanut, etc. preservatives and additives found in processed foods. Lack of sleep can throw our biome off. Stress, obviously I mentioned stress. Use of illicit drugs, prescription medications. Not a lot of people know that, but prescription medicines, huge. We all know that antibiotics hurt our flora in our intestines, but any prescription medicine can throw off our gut balance, our bacteria, the good bacteria, and then also tobacco products. So what are microbiome? The gut microbiome are the hundreds of trillions of microorganisms living in our intestines. And I didn't know this, but you guys, 70% of our body's immune system is in the gut. I had no idea it was this high. Most of us have about 5,000 different bacteria species in our digestive tract. Say that 10 times fast, digestive tracts. Yeah, it's a laugh riot. You can't teach it if you can't say it. But our gut biome effects and even parallels, this was so fascinating to me, you guys. Oh my gosh, our gut biome affects and even parallels the function of the central nervous system. And I was like, what? The central nervous system, since it governs our brain function, there's a huge correlation, huge connection between gut health and the brain. In fact, the gut is often called the second brain, or it's also called the second nervous system. And because it shares so many structural, behavioral, and chemical features of the brain and the nervous system, they sometimes call it the second nervous system or the second brain. Really fascinating. Beneficial gut bacteria are shown to help our moods even. The hormones of serotonin, endorphins, and dopamine, the feel-good hormones, are actually manufactured. They're all created in the gut. I had no idea, you guys.
Neither did I.
That is so crazy, right? I'm like, oh my gosh. Gut health is so important to overall wellness, and even in terms of people who have suffered with depression or mental challenges, there's a huge correlation between lack of good gut bacteria and brain function. Really had no idea. That was fascinating to find that out. Our microbiome even communicates with our immune cells, and all of that good bacteria dictates how the body deals with imbalances and infection. No idea. Again, I learned so much putting this stuff together. And I just want to welcome Sylvia for popping in. Hi, dear. We can't see you, but I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for jumping in. We're recording this, so if you missed the first few minutes, I'll make sure everyone gets a recording of this so you can see the first few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the whole idea is feed the good and suppress the bad. And we've all heard that we need to take a pre and or a probiotic, but why? What does that mean? Prebiotics actually provide the food elements that are necessary to feed the good gut bacteria, and a probiotic introduces more of the actual good bacteria into our systems. And those good bacteria suppress the bad. There are quite a few. I had mentioned, Sylvia, at the beginning of the call that I had recently suffered an ulcer, and this is why I developed this module, because of my own struggle with having E. pylori, having an ulcer. Hi, David, darling. Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, honey. And I was late. I'm just so flustered now.
No
Oh dear. There you
problem.
are.
No problem,
Hi.
sweetheart. We've recorded this so you can catch the first 10 minutes. I've got a recording and I'll send that out to everyone so you won't miss the beginning, because we're right in the kind of jumped into all the stuff. But I was just explaining to everyone that the reason I developed this module is because I had E. pylori. I had bad bacteria, and ended up with a stomach ulcer, peptic ulcer. And I used essential oils exclusively to beat that back. And I beat that in 4 weeks with a series of 5 essential oils. The most amazing thing. I love, love, love that I didn't have to take a prescription. Yes, and I love that happens again and again with these oils. I love these things. Oh my gosh, okay. So that's why I decided to do this. And then it turned into this whole big research thing I started doing. I could not believe all the stuff that I learned about our gut biome. It's called microbiome. So anyway, back to to the slide, we actually want to feed the good, suppress the bad. We do that with a prebiotic and a probiotic. The benefits of diverse, healthy microbiome, of course, it improves immune function, strengthens the body systems, including bones, helps with weight management, digestion, metabolism, and the absorption of nutrients. Actually should just show my desktop. I'll send these things out to you guys so that you can enjoy this little handout I have going here. Supports emotional and mental health, like we mentioned, reduces inflammation in the body, improves sleep and concentration. So good gut bacteria is super important to all facets of the body system. It's so amazing. I had no idea that this was such a vital thing to our health. How do we know if we have poor gut health? You guys can probably do the math. You get digestive pain, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, body pain, inflammation, IBS, leaky gut syndrome, of course, many people have that, which is a very bad thing. Food sensitivities, fatigue, skin issues, brain fog. I had no idea there was a connection between microbiome in our gut and our brain function. Had no idea. Had no idea. Diva, you know all this stuff because you are basically a freaking medical personnel. You're amazing. You've taught me so much about all this stuff. Well, little old me, I'm running around going, well, what is, okay, everyone keeps talking about all this gut stuff. And then I started like cracking the lid on it. I was like, holy cow, I can't believe the connection. Also obesity, that was the thing. I've been obese for, oh gosh, maybe about, probably well over half of my life. I was sort of always a big kid. We both were, Kristen and I. But I've been obese for, well, they call me obese. I'm not really technically obese. I'm not 100 pounds overweight. I'm probably 60 to 70 pounds. But, and I work out a lot and stuff and all that. But I thought, what the heck? There's a connection between microbiome in our gut and obesity, and huge link. And I do have some links in this handout that I'll send you guys that you can go and look at different research topics on that. But that one surprised me. So how essential oils help us. There are a wide number of oils that are extremely helpful in supporting healthy gut biome and returning the body systems to balance. Essential oils contain such tiny molecules that they actually pass the blood-brain barrier. And all we have to do is put a drop on our hands, rub our hands together and do lotus breath. And Sylvia unfortunately can't see me, but you'll see the recording. And you put your hands up to
I
your
can see
nose.
you.
Oh, you can? Okay, good. So you put your hands up to your nose and you breathe those molecules through your nose. You want to sniff those as deep as you can into your limbic system. Look at the kitty. There's a baby kitty. You just,
I can't help it.
So cute. So you breathe those in, and the molecules in essential oils, again, are so tiny that they pass the blood-brain barrier. And most people don't know what that means, but medicine can't even do that. So there is nothing that acts that fast. Within 2 minutes, those essential oil molecules are in measurable amounts in your bloodstream. Within 20 minutes, the molecules in those oils have touched every single cell in your body. There are enough molecules in one drop of Young Living essential oil to cover every cell in your body 40,000 times.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you need to sit and breathe it for 20 minutes, or is that just how long it takes to?
It's how long it takes your circulation.
Okay, cool.
To put that throughout your body. So you can breathe it literally, you guys, for just a minute or two. And just sniff that through your nose. You can just do it for a few seconds, but obviously you've put it on your hand and it smells great and it's pleasing to sit and, meditate and like sniff your oils, So the longer you do it, the more molecules you're actually getting in there. But one drop has 400 million trillion molecules. That's a 4 with 19 zeros after it. That's a lot of math. I don't like thinking about numbers that are that high. That hurts my brain just saying that. But what's so fun about that, literally there are a trillion molecules in our bodies. And I know this is getting really mathy, and I'm sorry, usually I don't get like into the chemical stuff of it, but there are a trillion molecules, or trillion cells rather, in our bodies. And so if there are 400 million trillion molecules in one drop of oil, which is why you don't need to bathe in this stuff, you can use one drop and have that affect your body system for hours to come. But that's enough to cover every cell in your body 40,000 times. So if there's a cell receptor site that matches with that molecule, the molecule comes along. It cleans off the cell receptor site of petrochemicals, which comes in the form of our food, the air we breathe, any kind of health or any kind of personal care product we put on our bodies. Our cells get clogged. Those receptor sites get clogged with petrochemicals, and the molecule of an essential oil comes along, cleans that off, and then it enters the cell and it repairs oxidative damage at the DNA level, which is insane. This is not anecdotal. This is not made up. This is not some MLM try to hook you thing. This is actually documented. I have the links to the science that talk about this. This is chemistry. I have a giant book here that has been so helpful to me in learning the chemistry of these things. This is a PhD chemist who wrote this book about essential oils. So these things are the real deal. This is not placebo. This is actual fact. I love it. Science at its best. Love it. And again, those molecules are so small that all we have to do is smell them. Now, what happens, Kristen, if you use it topically and also ingest them? You're on mute. If you're on mute.
I'm trying to unmute and it was not.
It was not obeying you.
It's like, no, she does not get to talk.
So if you use them topically and you ingest them, they do even more for you. They're
Yeah.
amazing. They do even more. So we work with Young Living. I did a ton of research, of course, because that's, you guys can tell, that's my wheelhouse. I really love using this giant brain. I'm trying to use it less, but this is just kind of how I'm wired. So the reason I chose Young Living is because of their seed to seal standards. They are the only company on earth, the only essential oil company on earth that controls the entire chain of custody on every oil. They own the farms. They soil test. They do 21 tests per oil on every oil to make sure that those chemical constituents are there, that purity is there. We are better than organic. We surpass the federal government's guidelines for organic. We are 100% organic. The federal government says you only have to be 95% organic, 5% inorganic to claim that you're organic. We are 100% organic. Our company hand weeds every single acre of the farms. We own the farms. We are the only essential oil company that has 3 PhD chemists on staff. We have amazing people with lots of letters after their names who understand the body, the physiology, and what happens when we're breathing and eating these oils. We're the only company that you can safely ingest the oils. I eat these oils every single day. My health is insanely awesome because of Young Living. It has changed my life. These oils have changed my life. When I have a problem, I grab an oil and it gets it done. So, so with the ulcer, I used 5 oils and it took 4 weeks. I was willing to be in pain for 4 weeks to avoid using a prescription. I used 4 to 5 oils. I actually added a 5th oil in toward the end. And I beat the ulcer in 4 weeks using just essential oils. Take that, E. pylori. Take that, bad bacteria.
Yeah.
I'm all
Are you
boom.
gonna question?
Yes,
You're gonna
ma'am.
share which oils, or did you just say you're
Yes.
gonna do that at the end?
I'll share. Yeah, I'll tell you which
Okay.
ones I used. Yeah.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
So Young Living, we've got a table here with a list of the oils that help with our gut flora, with our microbiome. These are all awesome. I've used every single one of these. The blends, I have eaten every single one except for Dragon Thyme. Dragon Thyme's an awesome blend that really helps with female endocrine system too. The thing that's so amazing about these oils is that they don't just do one thing. Ginger isn't gonna just help you with your biome. It's going to help you with a lot of other things. And we have a big, it's funny, we call this the pocket reference, but it's 450 pages. So it's a pocket reference for a giant, I guess, giant.
Big
I would
pocket.
not put this in my pocket. Like you can arm curl with this thing. Anyway, so this book is great because it talks about all the oils. It lists the chemical constituents that are available in all of them, talks about the blends. It talks about the body systems these things help with. And then you can read in here, and I highly recommend that everyone get one of these because this is, you know, that's where half my brain resides, right in there. But the great thing about Young Living too is we also have nutritionals. So it's not just oils and blends. We have close to 300 oils and blends. We are the leader in the number of oils available and in our purity and manufacturing processes. But we also have personal care. You can kick chemicals out of your life completely. We have personal care items. We have shampoo, we have soap, we have laundry detergent. You never have to let a chemical into your house ever again. I love that. And then we have nutritionals. What's that, Chris?
Thieves cleaner.
Thieves cleaner. Thieves is the best.
Mhm.
But, so this is just a table for you folks if you want to dig deeper into this. So we obviously most of us know foods that support good gut bacteria, fermented foods. I think, David, you were the one that told me about kombucha originally or something. I think you told me about kombucha. I love the stuff now. I'm addicted to it.
I may have, and I'm not. I'm like,
You don't like kombucha? Good.
No,
Well, you
and
can.
I could
Yeah,
probably get used to it, but
I love it.
mm.
I'm like, cook it up, put it in the van. Just kidding. No,
You're a
probably
sick
not a good
woman,
thing.
Lizzie. That's why I love you.
I'm just like, glug, glug, glug. Give me a big old gallon. I'm like, glug, glug, glug. But fermented foods, sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, soy sauce, apple, cider vinegar, yogurt, tempeh, kefir.
Mhm.
High fiber foods are really good for our gut flora, oatmeal, oats. And it's funny that this says legumes because up here, maybe I accidentally made a mistake. I had legumes as one of the bad things. So I'll have to look into this because one of the sites said legumes were bad and the other site said they were good. So I will, I'll drill down on that and find out why it's in two places. Again, lentils, peas, beans, bananas, berries, asparagus, leeks, all the stuff that, most people probably would rather have like hamburgers and all that kind of stuff. But when you're dealing with gut biome, the cleaner, the purer the food you can eat, the better. So that's basically the presentation that we prepared, but we're going to do this breakout session on bone and gut wellness because the more I started digging into it, the more I realized there's actually some of us, so in Kristen and my family, we have osteoporosis in our family. We had two grandmas that had it, right, Kristen? And an auntie, I think. So we had like three people. So we sort of have like a family thing. Now the thing to know about our family is everyone in our family was over 400 pounds.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
really, 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 really giant, big people. And Kristen and I are the only two in our entire family line, probably back a couple generations, who actually work out, take care of ourselves, drink water. We're big, but we're healthy. It's not to say that we can't get healthier, but we're basically, they were all diabetic, hypertension, gout, heart issues, and then of course, osteoporosis. None of them worked out. Our grandma, that's right. Our grandma Ronner had osteoporosis.
Yeah, and she smoked until the day she
So
died.
that was one of the other things. Yeah, I think I blasted past it. One of the things that we don't want to do is use tobacco. No, I talked about it. We don't want to use tobacco products because smoking really bad for our bones. Yeah, bad. So yeah, anyway, we have this in our family, and Kristen has a really physical job. I sit at a desk, but I have a standing desk, so I do a lot of exercise. I exercise at least a half an hour a day. It doesn't sound like a lot, but I work workaholic. I work way too many hours. I work 70-hour weeks routinely. I've done that for the past 37 years. It's really bad. It's starting to affect my health now. So I'm gonna have to stop talking about it and stop it. And that's the other thing that I've been like, are there oils for workaholism? I mean, is there an oil to
That's
calm,
Sherry?
right? Calm my ass down. I'm like, yeah, that's Sherry.
Hi.
Hi, I can't see you, but
I can't
That's
see
all
you either. There you are. Hello.
Hello. When she sees your name.
Well, no, I see her little face.
Oh,
'cause
you see her
she's
face.
right there. Yeah.
Cute.
I'm just doing this on my phone because I literally thought it was at 4:30 because I have issues.
so right, honey. It's okay. You're here. That's all that matters.
I am here and I'm so happy. Hi, guys.
Yay. So the first article I read, really interesting. David Perlmutter, MD, board certified neurologist, best-selling
I used
author.
to water his plants.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
That is so
Wow.
So
crazy.
funny.
You know this guy.
I
That
do.
is such a small world. So weird.
That's funny. I used
Here's
to water.
Brenda Lynn. Brenda Lynn's coming in.
Yay.
Yay. Hi, Brenda.
Oh, somebody's later than me?
Yeah.
I know it's Kristen's
Hello,
daughter.
darlings.
Both of
We,
Kristen's daughters.
Cute. I'm so glad you guys are here. We're almost done with the Prezzo, but I'm recording this so I can send you guys the recording. So it'll be like 40-minute recording so you can watch it later.
Sounds
But
good.
anyway, David Perlmutter wrote this really interesting blog post that I've got linked up here and said that bone thinning affects some 54 million Americans ages 50 and over. And by 2030, that number is going to rise to 71 million. That in a country of 300 billion, that doesn't sound like a lot, but it kind of is. If you think about it, it's almost, you know, a million people. And it's still, it's enough to know that if you have a grandma and you're trying to take care of her and she falls down and breaks her hip, bad, right? We got to prevent this stuff. This is like the whole idea of this is, you know, making small changes now that'll help us, you know, and the oils can be like a huge help in that, you know, can help us remain healthy well into our advanced age. But he said the thing that I thought was really interesting is that treatments, modern treatments right now only focus on they're stopping bone thinning, but they don't work very effectively and they have really nasty side effects. So I kept thinking, well, gosh, I know that essential oils have little to no side effects at all because they're, you know, potent pieces of plants, basically. I wonder, you know, if someone set about to study this. I'm going to do more research and find some studies because I know there has to be some out on PubMed, and then also ScienceDirect.com has a bunch of links to double and triple blind studies done with essential oils, therapeutic grade essential oils. So I'll keep digging and find more info for us. But anyway, yeah, we talked about smoking and alcohol consumption, huge culprits in contributing to bone thinning. Dietary factors, of course, not exercising. That's what everyone in our family did. They smoked, they ate too much, they didn't exercise, and they drank alcohol. And they say that weight-bearing exercises, walking, weightlifting, yoga, those kinds of things are ideal for keeping your bones strong. And then also vitamin supplements. And in this case, we're you know, advocating essential oils usage and the nutritional aspect of it. But calcium supplements and vitamin D are important too. What I love though, I included this whole long link in here because I mean this blurb from his study, but this was so amazing to me. Researchers at Michigan State University revealed, excuse me, a profound relationship between the health of the gut microbiome and bone metabolism. And I just didn't understand this. And I'm gonna mute myself and clear my throat. Okay, and we're back. It's really interesting. And I read the entire report. It is so fascinating, but alterations, so even minor alterations in gut microbes can lead to increased inflammation. And when your body is constantly fighting inflammation and fighting bad stuff, it is constantly on high alert. It can't function optimally. And that affects our bone strength, ultimately, down the line, long term. These are years and years and years, decades of this in some cases. This is all stuff that happened to us in our 20s, 30s, and 40s. There's nothing we can do about it now. We're all probably, with the exception of maybe Bryn and Rem, you know, start thinking about this stuff now, because small changes you do now can really hugely impact how you fare in your later years. And even small changes now in our later years can make a huge difference. Walking around the block, just a walk around the block, actually adds bone density. It does. It clinically adds to your bone strength by just doing a little walking. If that's all you can muster, do it. because not all is lost. You can make small changes. But the report demonstrated how alterations in gut microbes leads to increased inflammation and gut permeability or leakiness. So many people have leaky gut syndrome and don't even know it, or they know it, but they get used to having these episodes where they're running to the bathroom and they think that diarrhea every day is normal, right? But that is always an indicator that something's happening. Or constipation, they think constipation is normal. That's always an indicator your body is saying, help me, or poop is not supposed to be like that, right? So your gut, your body is saying something, and it's just, we get really busy, we get, booking through life, and it gets really hard to keep up on all this stuff. It's a lot, it takes a lot of attention. But improving, stabilizing inflammation and improving gut wall integrity actually helps our bones. And I thought that was so amazing. So I'll let you guys read this. We're running a little over, so I'll let you guys read this at your leisure. But I really was so blown away by what I started to learn. And I'm starting to look at ways to help myself improve my gut health, because I'm sure that I don't have, I took, do any of you know if you've taken antibiotics in the past, is it like you're screwed, dude, or can you recover from that? Can you get better? Because I used antibiotics a lot when I was young.
I think you can,
You
but you
can.
need to rebuild your gut flora. That's why
Mhm.
acidophilus is really good,
Yeah,
while you're taking antibiotics.
okay. So it's not
I
like,
don't know if you can totally recover, but I think so.
yeah, okay,
Our cells are constantly renewing,
that's true.
gut
Good, so then I
cells.
don't have to be worried
Yeah,
about
I
it.
think they renew pretty quickly because stuff's moving through them all the time.
Okay, good. That's good to know. Yeah, I don't take them now unless it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
But I use oils almost exclusively. I use thieves. This is kind of like, nature's nature's answer to thieves oil is nature's answer to a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
So so the oils that I used to address my E. pylori, lemongrass. I used lemongrass. I used German chamomile. So they're in the list here. I used Roman chamomile. I ate these things. I actually was physically eating them in a gel cap with charcoal. I ate some cilantro. Cilantro cleans heavy metals out of the blood.
Metals. Yeah.
So you have to use it with a binding agent. So you have to eat cilantro oil with charcoal, because cilantro needs to bind to something, and then that something, the combined effort of that gets those heavy metals out of your blood. So you can't just eat like 18 pounds of cilantro. It doesn't work like that. It has to have a binder. So you gotta make sure you eat charcoal every day. That's really healthy for us. Also helps our digestion. And I also used Digize, which is the blend. And Digize has fennel, tarragon, ginger. It has patchouli in it, and I can't remember what else is in it. But it's got a lot of those things that are on the left, the single oils that are on the left. And in 4 weeks, so lemongrass, actually, there is a study that I found that it actually kills MRSA. It kills E. pylori. The stuff is Mac Daddy. Lemongrass is one of the best oils you can have in your arsenal. And guys, it's like $12 for a giant bottle. It is not expensive.
Wow.
It is, lemongrass is so freaking good for us. And you can use it to clean, you can use it to purify. It smells great in the diffuser, and you can eat the stuff. Anything I get to eat makes me happy. If I get to eat it, I'm all, sign me up, right? I really wish this was cake with frosting, but that's okay. I'm just gonna eat my essential oils and be happy. But yeah, so do you guys have any questions?
I do.
Oh, no. Oh, there you are.
ahead.
Can you go over where you get the charcoal? Where do you buy that?
Sure, I buy off of Amazon. I buy Anthony's charcoal, and I think it's, let me just show you, and I'll put a link in our notes if you want. What I do is I come in here, sometimes I find it at the local health food store, but there's a really good, this is the best one that I've found.
It's in capsules?
It's actually powder. It's a little messy because I have to make my own capsules because I get it in powder form, bulk powder form, because I'm actually mixing essential oils into it. And then I'm putting them in capsules and I'm eating these
Oh.
capsules. So yeah, I think it's called Anthony's. Yeah, it's this one. Let me see. It's this one. This is the one that I buy.
Cool.
Which one?
This one, is it on the screen?
Oh, I see all you guys. I'm kind of looking
Oh.
at your faces.
Go
Wait.
to.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. I changed the
Anthony's.
gallery view. Can you see it? Anthony's activated charcoal. Ultra
Yeah.
fine powder. I like this one because it's super fine. And your body can be like nom nom nom. It can chew it. So I'll put this in our actual handout so that you guys have it. Yeah, does anyone else have any questions?
Not right now.
Cool. So do you guys have issues with stomach stuff? Is this kind of just like a common thing? Do you have digestive stuff? I do,
I
for
do.
sure.
I
you?
do.
I do too.
You do, Sylvia? You do?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, honey. Well, good. Here's the beauty of it. We have an answer for it. There's a really good pile of things to try. If I can
Mhm.
beat, borderline bleeding ulcer in 4 weeks with essential oils, and
Yeah.
literally just 3 caps a day, you guys, I wasn't pounding 50 caps a day. I was just taking, the first 3 days I took 6 capsules. I was like, let's get this thing, right?
Right.
Let's land-base this thing. But then I weaned it off to 3 days, 3
Yeah.
capsules a day for the last few weeks. So
Hello.
yeah, so the good news is we've got lots of stuff to try,
Now-
lots of things.
So
I have a
the,
question.
oh,
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I had heard this and I'm not sure how accurate it is, but and to talk about the bathroom, it's kind of a talk, but you're supposed to eliminate 10 minutes after you eat. And so when you don't, see, when you eat, you're supposed to go to the restroom, number 2, 10 minutes after you've ingested something, after you
Right.
eat.
Hmm.
And so and I don't know about you ladies, but for me, my body holds on to absolutely every
Yep.
single thing I eat.
That's right.
Both Elizabeth and I were not fed. We had a huge struggle as children, and we didn't eat regularly, and it wasn't good food a lot. And so I think when you go through years of deprivation, your body just holds absolutely onto everything it can to milk as much nutrients out of the food as possible. And when you combine that with stress and all the other things that I've personally experienced, and I know Elizabeth has too, it tends to mess up your bathroom schedule, it messes up everything.
Yeah.
But since I've started the essential zyme and the lemongrass, and since I've started the nutritionals, I take 4 of them, Young Living nutritionals every single day. One of which is Inner Defense. That one's killer. I've been starting to go to the restroom, or having to go to the restroom after I eat, which is
That's
a total
great.
miracle. And now I'm telling you, I've been on 3 of these for close to a year.
Mhm.
But the 4th one, Life 9, I added, and it's just like it's kicked it up a notch.
Yeah, I
So
love Life 9.
it's starting to work, and it's pretty cool. Because that's a miracle to me. I would go the next day. I wouldn't go,
Mhm. Yeah.
Cool.
That's how it's been for me too. Same thing. I think, well, because we're twins, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. We're basically the same person. We're just
It is a
split.
little disconcerting to see the same exact person.
Like 2 heads.
I remember finding out that you were a twin, Lizzie, when there was a picture. I was like,
You're all,
there's 2 of you.
what?
But I've
thankfully
been
we're a
starting.
little different.
Yeah, we're really different, but we've got
Thankfully,
some of the same mannerisms, and we talk with our hands, and then we say words the same. So it really freaks people out. I mean,
And your voice is the same.
Yeah,
our voices are the
Yeah.
same.
I agree with that statement.
Brenda Lynn's like, yeah, it's pretty
Anyway.
freaky.
Yeah, I started to take the Juice Plus again finally, so that was
Okay,
good. Things
good.
are,
Yeah,
and just, the stress of this last year and everything, I guess,
yeah,
that's gotta, bind the gut. That's where
yeah,
nervousness and that's where so many emotional things hang out,
for sure. Yes.
gut
And a
punch,
lot of
that kind of
people
thing.
hold in their gut, like you said, because they're protecting their inner, their underbelly. A
Yeah.
lot of
Oops.
women hold in the middle of our bodies.
Yes.
And we do hold there. And a lot of people take their stress in the stomach. I clearly do. I mean, I'm working on
Yeah.
this flip house we're living in, and it damn near killed me. I mean, the stress of it, right? So my stress got my good bacteria, even though I take Niche every day, I take Sulfurzyme every day, I take multigreens every day, I take Life9 every day. I am so up in this stuff every single day. I swallow at least 15 oils a day, every single day, because they help me, right? They help me stay on this planet, but I'm also workaholic. I've got my stuff just like anybody, right? So my stomach has told me, okay, this is just too much. You push the envelope. I can't take one more thing, right? Like that line is so thin. If I don't work out for 3 days, my back starts hurting. You guys know how it is. So I do the right thing. Dava is a Juice Plus distributor. She's amazing. So if anyone wants a connection to Juice Plus, that's the girl for you right there. She's awesome. And she also has the indoor gardening. I would love if you can walk your
Tell
computer
garden.
over
Huh?
there and show us your garden.
Oh, you know what? I took it
Oh,
down.
you took it down. Okay.
Well, it's cleaning. We have very mineral water here. I have Corrales well water,
Yeah.
and I just literally yesterday took it
Took
down
it
and
down.
soaked in white vinegar and water to just clean up.
Gotcha.
But I will the next one because I got to order some, and I'm gonna set it up again because I like to have my veggies, and I have that place in the living room that is really empty, or in the dining room, which is really empty right now.
Yeah.
But you know what, guys? As much as I love you, and Sherry, hi.
Hi. You got a dash.
I am in the middle of a remodel, and I have a friend over remodeling, and so I kind of have to
You
go
got a
do
dash. Yeah, we were going to end anyway, so it's perfect timing. Yeah.
anyway. Good to see you guys. Thank you
Thank
for
you for
inviting me.
coming.
Yep.
Sherry, let's chat.
Yeah, I look
Get
forward
that
to
too.
it. Thank you so much for coming. And
Cool.
guys, yeah, if you have any
Sorry, I was
questions,
okay.
reach
I
out.
gotta run, you guys. I'm sorry. I love
Bye.
you.
No problem.
Pickle says goodbye too.
Bye,
The little
Pickle. Mwah. Bye, baby.
cat. I swear to God. Okay.
Bye. So, well, thank you guys so much for coming. This was really fun. I will get all of the handouts to you. And thank you guys so much. I appreciate you for coming over and hanging out. I hope
Yep.
you had some fun.
Yep. Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome. We love doing this. We do classes every week. So,
Thank you for your exhaustive research and the amount of time.
Right?
Yes. Thank you, Auntie, so much.
thank you, Brindlin.
And I'm
Sylvia.
sorry I was so late. I think I may not have understood the time zone thing perfectly.
Yeah,
So
no
I was
problem.
supposed to be probably, I don't know, 30 minutes or an hour earlier than I was.
Yeah, we started at 3:30 California. So I put that on every banner, just so you know. I put everybody's time zone on there and when the meeting
No,
starts.
I thought it was gonna be at 3:30, at 4:30 my time here.
4:30 your time. And you're
Yeah.
you're in Idaho, correct?
No,
No,
she's
California.
Oh, you're in California. So 3:30 Pacific, 4:30 Mountain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be
Okay.
4:30.
yeah, no problem. But
She
yeah, I thought,
hopped right on because I sent her a text. Hey, the Zoom's going on.
Yeah, I was outside watering the plants.
you were busy. You were busy, baby. I'm going to stop our recording.